That fan is very low. You can increase the speed of fan. Is it okay? Madam, little bit patience if you will keep means I will be able to connect. I was transferring files. You are not at all allowing me to do any work, Kavya. Good afternoon. One work you are not allowing me, continuously messaging. Unnati, good evening. Come on, we'll start the work, beta. Send the link in the group to everyone. Then you need to ask the person who sent me good evening. That person only said good evening. So only I said good evening. Okay, shall we start the class, please? Get ready, everyone. Good evening, Elaversion. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, so let's start the class. We were discussing about some of the most important thing. Just 1 minute, huh? Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Vasant, good evening. Nice to see all boss back. My first question is, what are the two different types of My first question is, what are the different types of ecosystem? What are the two different type of ecosystem? Come on, answer the question. What are the two different type of ecosystem? Very good. First answer given by Sharmila, second answer given by Kavya. Super. The two different type of ecosystem are natural and artificial. Very good. So biotic, that is not the correct answer. The correct answer is the two different type of ecosystem is natural and man-made. Absolutely correct. What are the component of ecosystem? If somebody will be asking you the component of ecosystem, what are the components of ecosystem? The components of ecosystem, say fast. The components of ecosystem are biotic and abiotic. Very good. Who coined the word ecosystem? 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 Can you say the name? Very good. So the first answer came by offline student already gave answer. Okay, Jasmita has given the answer. Writer is not the correct answer, please. After that, Ilavarsan, and after that, yeah, after that, Sharmila. So these are the three answers I have received. Absolutely correct. Super. So now we'll go for the next work, please. Get steady and ready. So consumers, there are three different type of consumers. What we are calling it as Divya. Good afternoon. So there are three different type of consumers. Thank you for liking the class. The three different type of consumers are primary, secondary, and tertiary consumers. So let's see. Let's start the work, please. So now we are going to talk about biotic, abiotic. I don't want to repeat the content because already we have learned biotic and abiotic components. What and all are the biotic and abiotic components? Divyans, this is your name only, na? Fine. So biotic and abiotic components. Abiotic component means it means the non-living part of the environment. It is what? the non-living part of the environment, like air, water, soil and minerals. Air, water, soil and minerals, these are exactly understood. So now we are going to talk about inorganic materials that we have already discussed, biotic component, producers. So now we are going to talk about producer. The first important question everybody is asking from us, that why producer is so important. What answer you are going to give? Why producer is very, very important? What is the importance of a producer level? In the tropic level, why producer is exactly the most important level, and why producer is at the bottom level? At the first lower grade level, we are watching producer. So what is the need of having a producer? What is the answer? Come on, give me the answer. What is the need of having a producer? What is the need of having a producer? What is the need of having the producer? Producers make their own food. That's the only answer. Then it is not the sufficient answer. So that's one important answer, but it is not the sufficient answer. Why producers balance a species? They are producer. They will start the food chain. So see the yes. See the producer. So there definitely one answer which I was liked by Kavya. Kavya has given the answer that the producers are the one who is making their own food. So definitely they are autotrophs. Understood. Now the correct answer. I hope anybody else who wants to give the answer. I have given you food chain, producer level, zero level. No, that is not the correct answer. Sarvana, what is the other answer? So consumer depends upon producer for foods. That is called as dependency, but that is not the answer of my question. My question was why producer is at zero level? Why producer is at the bottom level, level 1? Why producer is at the lower level? What is the reason behind producer is exactly considered as the lower level? That should be the answer. There should be the answer. No, producer, they are more what? What they are? The amount of producers is high so that they are in the bottom level. That's also not the correct answer. There is a very important word associated with producer. So since the word is very, very important, so only I am telling producers are very, very important. So what is the important word that is connected to the producer? Because of that, you are seeing producer in lower level. The first tropic level is associated with producer. What could be the reason behind the first tropic level is associated with producer? There must be some reason behind because of which the first tropic level is associated with producer. Can you say the answer? Good afternoon. Kindly write your name so that it will be easy for me to interact with all of you. Very good. Vishwa has given the word autotroph. So yes, there is a very big connectivity between the autotroph, and there is a very big connectivity that they can produce their own food. Now you need to understand that all the different species of the earth, they are not the one who can take the energy from sun and convert them into food. That's the most important part. That's the most important part. Very good. So that only one level of organism that is present on earth which can convert the chemical energy into food. Understood? That means the energy that is received from the sun is directly getting converted into the energy received from the sun is converted into food. That's the most vital activity, and all the organisms on earth, they can't do it. Only the plant sections can do it. Understood? So since they can make their food from inorganic sources, they can make their food from inorganic sources, they can generate the energy from inorganic sources, yes, to convert inorganic to organic in the presence of sunlight. Understood? So that's why producers are very, very unique. Understood? So producers are the one who is preparing food, who is making their own food in true senses. Understood? But so only they are called as autotroph, because they are generating the food, and the other organisms of the hierarchy, they are only dependent upon the primary section. So the food chain originate from the producer level, because the producer levels are the one who actually. Good afternoon, A and B. You see, what is the name? You have to write your name so that I can say your name. So this is the only thing I'm wishing. Okay. So those children who are joining, those who are attending, you just say your name. I'll call out your name. So that means the sun is preparing food. So 100% the sun will be exactly the one energy that is helping in the production of food. Understood? And that is called as autotroph. I hope you might have understood. So that's what they are considered as the autotroph of the ecosystem. The green plant are the main producers. Green plant absorbs solar energy and convert into chemical energy. So this solar to chemical conversion is only available by whom? It is only available by plants. Understood? So they are the one in the hierarchy who are actually making food, but the other organisms of the other organisms of the periodic table, they as periodic table I am saying, the other organisms of the tropic level, they are not have that capability. Understood? So they are the true means of producer, they are the true means of autotrophs, that is the those organisms which can prepare their own food. But we are dependent on ready made food. See, it's not like raw materials. It's not about cooking in kitchen. That is ready-made food, means converting the chemical energy received from the sun into the energy what is exactly absorbed by us. Understood? So it's the game of energy only. You need to understand that whatever energy game is there, whatever this nutrient is produced, it is produced with this energy, and this energy is received by the body. So every organisms are receiving this energy for their dependence. I hope everybody understood this one. Now the solar energy is the only ultimate source of energy in ecosystem. This energy is available to the remaining living organism through the medium of food. So that's what, through the medium of food only the energy is getting transferred. I hope very good, received by sun. Absolutely correct. Don't stop writing, keep on writing. That is called 10% law. The 10% law we are going to study, but right now this is the most important section we need to remember. This is the most important section we need to remember, and I hope you might have understood this one. Okay, so now we are going to talk about consumers. So if somebody will be asking you about consumers, let's see and let's try to discuss about consumer level. Yes. Good evening, Ashish. So consumer level, if somebody will be asking you, that means all the heterotrophs of the ecosystem are known as consumer. All the heterotrophs of the ecosystem are considered as consumer. They are exactly considered as what? Consumers. Got it? So all the heterotrophs of the ecosystem, they are considered as consumer, and all the autotrophs of the ecosystem are considered as producers. So this is the main difference between a consumer and a producer. I hope you might have understood. Autotrophs are producer, heterotrophs are consumer. Autotrophs producer, heterotrophs consumer. Understood? So autotrophs producer and heterotrophs consumer. Animals are the main consumers. We need to understand that if we talk about animals, animals are considered as the main consumer. They are exactly considered as what? The main consumer. The main consumers are heterotrophs. I hope you might have understood this one. Now they directly or indirectly depend upon producers. So 100% some organisms are directly dependent on producers, or some are indirectly dependent on producers. Can you tell me name of some organism which is directly dependent on producer, and name of some consumers which are indirectly dependent on producers? Can you name them? Some are directly dependent, some are indirectly dependent. Some are directly dependent, some are indirectly dependent. Cow, goat, understood, buffalo. Some organisms are there, they are eating what you call, they are eating the green grass, and that is the main source of food for them. Goat is there, cow is there, sheep is there. Understood? So lion is directly dependent. Wow, super. Lion is indirectly dependent. If somebody will be asking you about lion, means lion is indirectly dependent. Yes. Deer also is the correct answer, zebra is the correct answer, giraffe is the correct answer. So all those living organisms, yes, cow is the another example, horse is the another example, donkey is the another example. So those organisms, elephant is the another example. Very good. So those organisms which is directly dependent upon frog, yeah, which is directly dependent. Thank you for liking the class, children. Thank you so much. So now look here. So here rabbit is there. Very good. Rabbit is dependent upon food. Rabbit is depending upon which food? Carrot. Oh, oh. Hey, what is that, Ray? Ankylosaurus. Hey, what is that? Thank you so much, beta, for liking the class. Ankylosaurus is what, Ray? Ankylosaurus. Is it a family of dinosaur? It might be family person of dinosaur. So you might be saying, ama. Vulture. Ah, vulture is dependent indirectly. Come on, say the names of those. Yes, Vishwa, I understood. The moment the name is not recognizable means it is coming from dinosaur family. Yes, so now we are going to talk about some of the carnivores, the indirect source of energy, the energy that is exactly coming from indirect sources. So let's talk about some of the energy that is coming for. Thank you so much for liking the class, beta. So now, Talav, hey, Sanjay, this monkey is writing, everybody is writing something, this monkey is writing something. What is Thalawa? Thavala? Thavala? What is that? For frog? Oh, my mistake. I thought Thawala means he's writing the name Talaiva. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, frog is Thawala. Thawala. Maybe pronunciation, some mistake will be there. But yes, that's very good. Okay, fine. Thank you for liking the class, beta. So 3 o'clock, can I keep all online today? All the children are comfortable with online. So at evening maths also I will keep online. Physics, numericals also online session. Just you people will nod your head. Tripil Kundam children will also nod your head that yes, online is good. Then 100% I will give with online. More time I will spend with all of you people. Are you all happy with that? No, ma'am. Come to TQ. Frog is indirectly. See, frog now, it is exactly two things it is doing. It is eating insects also now. So when you will be talking about, yes, when we'll be talking about, we are knowing that it is indirectly affecting. It is indirectly affecting. So 100% frog, if you will be considering it, it is indirect effect will be there. Okay. Now we are going to talk about primary consumers. So we have exactly talked about, hi, so now you need to understand that we have directly talked about the producer and the consumer level. And good afternoon, everyone. We have talked about, okay, we have talked how many are coming. You just check. Okay. Lizard is not dependent. Just 1 minute. 1 minute. Huh? Yes, sorry for the inconvenience. Lichens are having symbiotic relations. Lichens are having symbiotic relations. Lichens are having symbiotic relations. That's different. Algae, yes. That's what. So now, are we ready for the next part? Please come on, check this one out. So now we will be going for the next session. We are going to talk about primary consumers, secondary consumers, and tertiary consumers. So what is the meaning of primary consumers? The primary consumers are those which is directly dependent upon the what producers. The primary consumers are those which is directly dependent on the producers. Can we say like that? Herbivores, yes. So now we'll talk about it, so they synthesize complex material in the cell by the digestion of food which they obtain from the plant. Such living creatures which obtain food from the producer are known as primary consumers. So all the herbivores of the ecosystems are considered as them only. Okay, so they are considered. Good afternoon, everyone. You just write your name so that I can contact with you. So this is important. Yes. So when we talk about producer, the producers are the one which is converting the sun energy, the solar energy into food. Understood or not? So that's what. So now next part, not you, beta. I know that. Vardhan is there, na? What? Vendan is there in the group. Not to Vendan, I am saying another person. I am telling. Vendan, I am knowing he is there in the group. Okay. Anabolism and catabolism is there. Anabolism, catabolism is most important thing that is also undergone that. So now shall we start the next important work here? So primary consumers, secondary consumers. Yeah, both name I am knowing. One is Gopika, second one is GK is Gopika only, na? Vendan I am knowing. Vendan I am knowing. Yes. Vendan, are you there in the group? Yes. Yeah, Gopika is there in the group. Where is Vendan? Vendan is there in the group. All the children call out your name once. That's what I'm telling. Now look here. Yeah, Gopika is there. Solar energy. Yes, absolutely. Solar energy. We talk about two names are there now, so I'm getting confused. One is Gopika. One is Gopika. Second one is Vendan. I'm knowing Gopika is first one, and second one is Veda. Is it Veda present in the group? Yeah, Mahalakshmi. I'm knowing. Yeah, Ashwita, Kavya, I know everyone, but only Veda and this Gopika name, little confusion is there. So only I check. Yes, that's what Veda, yes. Now I got it. Now, beta, look here. Secondary consumers depends upon the primary consumers. Ritvajan, good evening, beta. So secondary consumers are dependent on Ritvajan is also present. So secondary consumers are dependent on primary consumers. So primary consumers are those organisms which are exactly converting the plant. They are eating plant. So their main source is plant, and they are called as herbivores. Their main source is plant, and they are called as herbivores, and they are the primary consumers. And then comes the secondary consumer. The secondary consumers are those consumers which are dependent on primary consumer. Understood? The secondary is dependent on primary consumer, like dog, cat, snake. So those are the primary consumers. The secondary consumers are eating the primary consumers. Yes. So they are exactly aquatic system. Whale, fish is a secondary consumer. Yes, whale and fish are exactly considered as what? Secondary consumer. So when we will be talking about the ecosystem, yes, keep on writing the answers. Keep on typing the answers because I will ask the question. So top consumers are the last one. The top consumers are the last one, and they are considered as omnivores. They are considered as what? Omnivores. The top consumers are considered as omnivores. What is the top consumers? Omnivores. The top consumers are considered as omnivores, and whenever we are going to talk about the omnivore, these animals which kill other animal and eat them, but they are not eaten by other animals in the nature, they are called as omnivore. So this is a very perfect definition of omnivore given. So if somebody will be asking you what is exactly about omnivore, what's special about omnivore, then you will say producers are eaten by consumers. Understood? So producers are eaten by consumers. Thank you for liking the class. That's really nice of you people. So producers are exactly, we human are omnivores. Absolutely correct, beta. We human are omnivores. And what is our speciality is, What is our specialty is no one is eating us. No one is eating us. What we are doing is we are eating everything. We are actually eating, thank you so much, we are actually eating the grass also, plant also we are eating, we are eating the primary consumers also, we are eating all different type of organisms, correct na? So actually they are not dependent on us, we are dependent on them. So from all the other trophic levels we are exactly cannibals. Hey, Vishwa, cannibals. Okay. So now listen. Anybody, you know what is the meaning of cannibals? See, yeah, yes. We okay. Omnivore means those who can stay eat both herbivores and carnivores. So those organisms which eat both herbivores and carnivores are considered as omnivores. Both herbie and carnivores are eaten by omnivores. Now cannibals are those organisms which eat their own type species, understood? So like human can eat another human, that is called as cannibals, understood? So specifically this word is exactly designed for those organisms. Okay, they eat their own life, what you call, they eat their own race, they eat their own type species, so only they are considered as what, beta? Cannibals. I hope all the words are very much associated with you and you have understood. So human directly and indirectly dependent on producers, that's the most important thing. The humans are directly or indirectly dependent upon producers, so they are directly or indirectly dependent on producers. So now we are going to go for the next one, decomposers or micro consumers. The next one is decomposers or micro consumers. So if somebody will be asking you about decomposers or micro consumers, then what answer you are going to talk about? See, these micro consumers play a very vital role, and yesterday a little bit of glance of decomposers I have talked to you about. Now can anybody answer me this question about decomposers or micro consumers? Good afternoon, sir. So see, so here most important thing, when somebody to convert organic into inorganic, yes, one part of this. So decompose of dead bodies, dead living creatures, dead creatures means those organisms which died, their dead bodies are nicely what you called decomposed by the decomposers, understood? So what and all are the qualities of decomposers? Let's talk about that. The first important part is top consumers. So those animals which kill other animals and eat them, but they are not eaten by other, are called as omnivores, understood? They are the top level, they are at the top region, they are called as omnivores, absolutely. Now we're going to talk about decomposers. Decomposers are micro consumers. What are decomposers? Decomposers are considered as micro consumers. Decomposers are considered as micro consumers. Decomposers are, Sanjay, my first question from you, because today we are going to specifically hit these students by their name, and I hope you are ready for the answer. My first question from you is, name an aquatic animal, name an aquatic animal which can live on land also and in water also. Let him answer the question. Sanjay is there in the group, means he will answer the question. So definitely he will answer the question. Others, name an aquatic animal. You should wait for his answer. You should wait for his answer, but all the people started giving their answers. That's also good. Frogs can live in land and water. Turtle also can live in land and water. Crocodile, I was expecting Sanjay to give the answer first. Okay. Penguin, seagull, toads, very good. So Vasant, there has been so much. Jivitan, crab, very good. Tarun, frog, toads. So there has been so much big answers, but Sanjay answer I did not receive. Yes, Jivitan has also given answers. So most of the people have given their answers, but I'm not. I was expecting Sanjay to give the answer. Come on, huh? He's not there. Duck also. Duck. Duck is aquatic animal. That is arboreal. See, what is the meaning of aerial and what is the meaning of arboreal? Arboreal organisms are those type of organisms which is living on land and in air. Understood? So they'll be flying. They'll be flying. Okay, penguin also, but I didn't receive the answer from Sanjay. Sanjay, I kept waiting for your answer. Okay, Maniveda, seagull also they have given answer. So now look here, so we are going to talk about, again I will ask question from anyone. Keep, so Sanjay has not got any score because we waited for his answer. He did not give any answer. Let's check for the answer for the second part. So those living organisms which decompose the dead bodies of the producer and consumer and release mineral substances again into the soil which are present in the dead bodies. So yes, they are doing a very important work. They are converting the complex food that is present in the form of organic substances into simple organic substances and retrain or enhance the nutrient pool. So our soil is exactly, our soil is full of minerals. Yeah, mineral cycle is should be retained. Mineral cycle should be retained. In absence of retainment of mineral cycle, one big problem will come, and that big problem is exactly what, that is the efficiency of the soil will be reduced. Like producing one type of food or one type of crab or one type of organism, sorry, one type of organism on land means one time will come when the nutrient of the land will be finished, then we need the nutrient pool to be replenished back. And because of that, what we are doing, because of that we are doing a very important work. We are again and again putting what you called manures and fertilizer to refill the minerals from the soil, so that the production of plant will become, the production of crop will become very very good. I hope you might have understood this one. Manure and fertilizers we are replenishing, but decomposers are naturally refilling it. Like once an organism is dead, what we are doing, we are throwing the organism on the land. The organisms were decomposed by the decomposer. At the time of decomposing, what they are doing, they are converting the complex food, organic complex substances into inorganic substances, simple inorganic substances, and it will be again retained by the soil. Understood? So in this way, the nutrient pool of the soil is replenished, it is refilled. It is exactly refilling of nutrient. It is refilling of nutrient. But if this refilling is not possible, then what we people are doing, if this refilling is not possible, then what we have to do is, we have to put fertilizers and manures. Okay, so the decomposers help in mineral cycle. This is the most important part. The decomposers are helping in which cycle? Mineral cycle. Next, only because of this kind is the main source of animal, only because of this kind is the main source of mineral. Yes, so decomposers are the main source of mineral. Decomposers are what? The main source of mineral. What are decomposers? The main source of mineral. Thank you so much for liking the class, beta. So decomposers are the main source of mineral. That's absolutely correct. Bless you all. You people are participating very nicely. So now the main decomposer in ecosystem are bacteria, fungi, which decompose continuously dead animals and plants. So they are continuously decomposing the dead animals and plants. So decomposers are continuously decomposing dead animals and plants. Absolutely correct. Thank you so much, children. So bacteria and fungi are considered as decomposers. Okay. Now, what is the difference between, I'm going to ask question from Vasant. Vasant, if you are absolutely ready, shall we start? Shall we start? Vasant, which organism can do metamorphosis? Which organism can do metamorphosis? You have to just tell the name of that organism which can do metamorphosis. The name of that organism which can do metamorphosis. The name of the organism which can do metamorphosis. Very good. The first answer was given by Vishwa. So Vishwa has not stopped. Vasant, repeat. The organism which can do metamorphosis. So Vishwa has not, Vasant has not given answer, but the first answer is given by Vishwa, then Mahalakshmi, and then Gopika, then Ilavarshan, yes, and then Veda. Veda, butterfly. Wow, Veda, wow, wow, Veda, wow, 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 wow. Metamorphosis is done by butterfly. For silkworm. Understood. I am asking organism. Yeah. Butterfly is okay, but butterfly will be butterfly. My sense was not that aquatic. Aquatic organism is not butterfly. Huh? Jotam went Akash Sunday. He will see the recorded one. Insect, ma'am. Okay. What does the word means? What, ma'am? What does the word means? Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis means कि they will be exactly undergoing a what you call a remarkable change. Like frog tadpole will be there now when they will be small they don't they will be exactly having heart, correct now? They will have heart, and in water they will be exactly doing photosynthesis. Sorry, photosynthesis I'm saying. They will be exactly yeah, and but they will be breathing through their skin. When they will come out, then their breathing system is changing. Heart, no, that is what you call lungs, liver. So they can all breathe through their lungs also, and they can breathe through their liver also. And another important part is, yes, liver I'm saying, ayo, lungs and skin. Yes, they can be breathing through lungs and skin. And another important point is that they can be having two dual character. They can live on land also, and they can live on water also. I hope you might have understood, land and water both they are living. Yes, they are exactly crocodile, butterflies, frogs, bees. Yes, but metamorphosis is a drastic change in the body design. Understood? Metamorphosis is a drastic change in the body design. Got it? In one lifespan, they will be totally aquatic. Another lifespan, they can live on land. Understood? Lifespan means not two life, past life and present life. Same species, when they will be small, means their what you call male and female frog are laying egg in water only. Understood? And after the fusion, the larva will be exactly present in the water only. The larva will be exactly now making their structure, and after making their structure, they are exactly coming out in the what you call land as a frog. So they in the lifespan they have two different system of breathing. So that's why they are called as metamorphosis. Water snake. Yes, so there have two different systems. So now look a bit. So the main decomposer in ecosystem are bacteria and fungi, which decompose continuously dead animals and dead plant. Now we are going to talk about scavengers. Yes, you were very keen to know about scavengers now. So I'm just going to discuss about scavengers. So vulture never kill any animal. So that vulture is a scavenger, not a decomposer. Yes. So they will vulture never kills any animal. So what they do? The process of decomposition takes place without outside the body of bacteria. So the breakdown of food material takes place in the body of vulture, and mineral are released into the soil in the form of facial matter. So they are also called as reducers because they decompose and remove the dead bodies of the organism. Yes, so all are exactly called as what, beta? They are considered as decomposers. What they are considered as? Decomposers. So let's talk about it. The process of decomposition takes place outside the body of bacteria. Outside the body of bacteria. So they are exactly considered as decomposers. Vulture never kills any animal. So that vulture is a scavenger because they are eating the dead ones. They are exactly eating which one? Dead ones. Understood? The dead rotten part is exactly eaten by vulture. But eagle is different and vulture is different. Understood? So now is not a decomposer, but a scavenger and not a decomposer. The process of decomposition will be taking place. For bacteria, the process of decomposition is outside the body, and the breakdown of the food material takes place in the body of vulture. Understood? So see, bacteria's breakdown is done outside the body, but vulture, after eating the dead bodies, it is digestion, it takes place inside. Understood? And minerals are released into the soil in the form of facial material. This is for bacteria. Understood? So they are also called as reducers because they decompose and remove the dead bodies. Yes, because they eat the dead plant and animal. Because of that, they are called as what? Scavengers. What they are called as? Scavengers. Understood? So what they are called as, beta? Scavengers. I hope you might have understood the meaning of scavengers, children. So, what is the meaning of scavenger? I hope you might have realized, and I hope you might have understood what is the actual meaning of scavengers. Beta, down on my bed one mobile is there. Can you bring that? On my bed room inside. Brown color cover will be there. Charge is not done. I hope you might have understood. So we talked about scavengers also. Metamorphosis understood? Hmm. I hope you might have understood metamorphosis. Krish, yes, metamorphosis, everybody understood. Frog, tadpole, yes. So metamorphosis will be done by two. Good afternoon. Everybody, please understand some of the important factors associated with it. Mahalakshmi, I hope everybody understood what is the meaning of metamorphosis. Is it clear? Yes, correct only. Frog is metamorphosis. Other than that, our Veda told butterfly, so we are going to include butterfly also. They are going by some process now. The butterflies are also undergoing some process. Yes, yes, absolutely. Lobsters. Anyone is there? No? Close, no? Gate. So they are exactly called as lobsters also. Surya, hello. So now we are going to talk about the next part. Are you all ready? Jeevitan, understood now? So now let's start the work. Now we'll go for the next part. Get ready for this, everyone. Yes. Okay, okay. No problem. So now we are going to talk about the next one. I hope everybody ready. Now, structure of an ecosystem. We talked about scavengers. We talked about, yes, yes, you can join. So now listen. So we talked about all the organisms, the most important abiotic, biotic factors, and all the important organisms we have talked about. We talked about their nature. Okay, if any organism die in any other planet, like just understand in Mars, if any organism we will take and the organism will die on the surface of Mars, what will happen to their body? What will happen to their body? If any organism will die on Mars at present, listen the question very carefully. If any organism is taken on Mars and by accident the organism died on Mars. So if the organism is dying on Mars, after taking the body, what will happen to the organism? It will not at all decompose. Very good. That's a very smart answer. Yes. So the thing here is, see, for decomposition of any organic body, we need decomposers. What we need? Decomposers. See, the body will not get decomposed in absence of decomposers. Understood? So decomposers are very, very vital. Remain preserved for long time, absolute answer, they will be remain preserved for long time also. So I hope everybody might have understood what in all are the terminology we have used for decomposers. Will not decompose, that's the correct answer. The decomposers will not at all decompose the food. If decomposers are not there, then how decomposition will take place? Will research no decomposition because of lack of oxygen, no decomposers because of no decomposition because of lack of decomposers. That's the correct answer. Now, structure of an ecosystem. The structure of an ecosystem is characterized by physical organization of biotic and abiotic component. It will be exactly done by the system of biotic or abiotic component. Biotic and abiotic component. It is characterized by biotic and abiotic component. Understood? So now let's talk about the biotic and abiotic component. The structure of an ecosystem is characterized by physical organization of biotic and abiotic component. Physical organization means mummify. Physical will not decompose. All the answers are absolutely correct. But beta, how it is? The major structure feature of an ecosystem are species composition, that is stratification, trophic organization, and nutrients. Please write this one. Write this one, the major structural features. These are the physical organization. The structure of ecosystem are characterized by physical organization, children. The structure of ecosystem are characterized by physical organization of biotic or abiotic component. Biotic or abiotic components. What? The major structural feature of an ecosystem are species composition. Very important. They are species composition, beta. So now it is, that is called stratification, trophic organization, and nutrients. So stratification where you can go with stratification where you can go from a higher one to lower one to a higher one. Second is trophic organization, which can belong to which one. Means we will be first categorizing it. Which type of organism should be there in the lower level, which one will be above its level, which one will be above that level. Understood? So from lower to higher level, first we have to identify the living creatures. After identifying the living creatures from lower level to higher level, what we are doing, we are making trophic organization. Understood? After organizing, first to identification of the creature, after identifying the creature, what we are doing, after identification of the creature, the second important part is we need to write their names, and we need to understand that which one is coming in the lower level and which one is coming in the higher level. After that, topic organization, how many levels should be there? Okay, lower to higher. And the next part is nutrients. Which one is having what level nutrient is also important. Which one is having what level nutrient is also playing a very vital role. Which one is having what level nutrient is also having a very vital role. So I hope a structure of ecosystem needs first step. It is a physical characterization. We are doing it physically. We are going to characterize it physically. Second is it is stratification, trophic organization, and nutrients. Understood? So nutrient is also one of the major part. Nutrient is also one of the major section. Nutrient is one of the major section. I hope everybody might have understood this one. Lower to higher level, absolute. Lower to higher level. That nutrient formation is also one of the most important section. Nutrient formation is also one of the most important level. See, nutrient is important for every level. Why? Because in absence of nutrient, body growth and development will not take place. So nutrient is playing also one of the most vital role here. Nutrient is playing what? One of the most vital role in the identification and in working of this. Okay. So now this is very, very important. I hope you might have understood this one. So now we will go for the next part, species composition. This is most important. The structure of ecosystem, we will be talking about the strategies they are making. Then species composition. Each ecosystem has its own type of species. Yes, this must be remembered. Some of the species in some ecosystem plays the role of a hero and heroine. Yes, what I explained here is, I explained a very simple content here is कि ecosystem is exactly the structure of ecosystem, like how you are making the structure of any painting what you are doing. So first you are taking the paint brush, then you are taking the canvas, and then you are sketching it. In the same way, a specific ecosystem, how you can design. Understood? So like ecosystems are there, but your identification of the ecosystem, how you are going to do. The first thing what you are going to do is you will be taking, it's a physical organization, because already ecosystems are existing, but how to organize it, understand it, and reward it as a name. Understood? In the form. So now what you are doing here is species composition. Species composition means in a particular ecosystem, which type of species are there and what and all their interrelativity is there. Now stratification. Now stratification means which one is connected in which form. Understood? And lower level, upper level, that will become trophic organization. And after that, which and all levels are taking what type of nutrient will be exactly taken. So this is the most important thing which will be going for a lower level to a higher level. I hope, Riya, you have understood. Yes, that's what Vishwa. So in Vishwa has written in a very shortcut form that okay, this levels are there, and this is the way of organizing. So that's a physical process. This physical process is characterized, and we are exactly naming it from the one level to the other level, children. I hope you might have understood this one. Now comes stratification. Now we are going to talk about stratification. So composition, species composition. I hope I have already explained. Each ecosystem has its own type of species. So identification of a species of a ecosystem is important. Correct na? Identification of species. Now, after that, a great variety of species is found in forest ecosystem, whereas a few species occur in desert ecosystem. So that's what the ecosystem is, the major one, but there the species present for a specific ecosystem, the species identification and their composition is most, now called as stratification. Now we are going to understand the organism in each ecosystem form one or more layer of strata, which each comprising a population of a particular kind of species. Yes, the strata here means what? Auntie, ma'am, what is the meaning of the strata here? So here the layer means 1, 2, 3, 4. Like here when you are making the strata, so each ecosystems will be having one or more layer of strata, means their own subdivisions are there. Got it? Their own subdivisions will be there, each comprising of population of a particular kind of species, population of a particular type of species. Now example we will take goat. Just understand, in an ecosystem the number of goats are very high. In an ecosystem the number of lions are very high. Understood? In that ecosystem the number of goats are there. Now goats, different variety of species are also there. That means their subspecies are also present there, and lion is also there to finish that goats. So stratas and the substratas means the content is itself present. So we can say that this is that ecosystem where the lion is the dominating one. The lion is the dominating one, and human is coming in that strata where the human will be, the different races of human can destroy the goat also and lion also. Understood? And they will eat the what you call plant section also. The goat is dependent on plant, so human are eating plant, human are eating goat, and human are eating lion also. So all the specific levels are exactly killed by the one specific level. So that means called as stratification. Subdivision generation is exactly called as stratification. So now after that called trophic organization, food relationship of producer to company, everyone is knowing. Food relation of producers to consumer is other way to predict ecosystem structure is called as trophic organization. So we can see maximum how many trophic organization you can do. Maximum how many trophic organization you can do. Maximum, see, you might have seen that goat and other animals now they are not eating 3 to 4, okay, 4 to 5, okay, fine, maximum. See, look here, if you are planning for making more than 5, if you are making planning for making more than 5, then the higher trophic level organism will not get that much of nutrient, because the energy supplied, the 10% rule is there now. According to that, the last layer, the level high, the last level organism will not till it will be deprived of nutrient, because 10% reduction will come, then final stage will come where the reduction will be very very less. Correct na? The energy means you have to eat again and again. So what the higher level organisms are doing, they are eating very continuously. Why they are eating continuously? What is the need of intake of food to that much level? The need of intake of food is because their energy supply is less in compared to water. So you might have seen that the herbivorous organisms are not eating full day. Understood not? They're eating whenever, yes. So that's what. So the higher trophic level. So what is advisable? How many trophic levels can be there? The maximum trophic level can reach to 5. 4 to 5 trophic level is the sufficient one. The last trophic level organisms are deprived of energy. Understood? The energy flow is very less to them. The energy flow is very, very less to them. So you need to understand all these strategies. Yes. Now, beta, all the food available to one trophic level is not being eaten by another animal in the next trophic level. There will be something which will be lost. There will be something which will be lost also. So understand that part. So trophic organization, that is food relationship of producer and consumer, another way to predict ecosystem. But all the food available in one trophic level will not go to the second. All the food eaten by an animal is not useful. Thus, part of energy containing food is passed out to the waste product. That's the most important thing. That's why the rule 10% rule came into existence. So whatever food we are eating, it is not like all the food will be exactly organized and all the food will be taken, understood, and converted into energy. Some of them are converted into energy and most of the part is exactly wasted. I hope you might have understood. So a large amount of energy is lost in respiration. Yes, a large amount of energy is lost in respiration to drive organism metabolism, and thus there is not much energy left to support higher trophic level. So this is the most important part. This is the most important part. The amount of nutrients such as nitrogen, phosphorus and calcium present in the soil at any given time is termed as standing state. Note down this one. What is the meaning of standing state? The amount of nutrient such as nitrogen, phosphorus, calcium, nitrogen, phosphorus, calcium present in the soil at any given time is termed as standing state, and it can be taken by the organism. Hello? Huh. So that is exactly called as what beta? Standing state. What it is exactly considered as? Standing state. What it is considered as beta? Standing state. Means anytime we can utilize it. Anytime, yes, they are exactly considered as standing state, and anytime we can utilize this one. So anytime we can do what? We can utilize these organisms. Understood? I hope you might have understood. Yeah, standing state. So which gas is standing state? Nitrogen, phosphorus, calcium present in the soil. Present in the soil at any stage. It will be considered as what beta? Standing state. I hope till here it is clear. So we have discussed the major sections, function of an ecosystem, why ecosystem is very important and what and all are its function. Productivity, energy flow, first law, second law, all important laws are there, and nutrient cycle. So these are the most important thing that is exactly associated. These are the most important thing that is associated. Most important thing that is associated to ecosystem. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. So first we are going to talk about productivity. So ecosystem help to maintain the productivity of the system. It helps to maintain what? The productivity of the system. Yes. So what is the meaning of productivity? The rate of organic matter or biomass production is called as productivity. Note down. Note down. This is most important. What is productivity? The rate of organic matter or biomass production. The rate of organic matter and biomass production is called as productivity. Understood? Got it, beta? So this was about productivity. Okay. So now another important, the study of biomass production in the ecosystem is called production ecology. Note down. What is the meaning of production ecology? Got it? So beta, what we are? Yes. So production ecology is most important. Yes. So production ecology, production ecology. Productivity means the ecosystem help to maintain the, yes, help to maintain the productivity of the system. The rate of organic matter or biomass production is called as productivity. Now the study of biomass production. How, what is exactly the study of biomass? Yes, the study of biomass production in the ecosystem is called as production ecology. This is the most important part. This is considered as what, beta? Production ecology. So biomass means those nutrient which is exactly not used and it is exactly thrown out from the system. That is exactly considered as biomass. Okay, now energy flow. So energy flow in an ecosystem is a key function of an ecosystem. Yes, so energy flow will be exactly always in a unidirection. One direction only the energy will be flowing. Okay, now how it will be? So it determines the flow to two laws of thermodynamics. It is determining, this flow is exactly determined by two laws of, yeah, biomagnification I am going to explain. Now you need to understand what is the meaning of biomagnification, but it's very simple content is there in biomagnification. See, those organisms which are in the higher level of hierarchy, they collect more poison from the other organisms, because see, nowadays you talk about the production level, the producer levels are eating more fertilizers, taking more fertilizers, and what you call the pesticides and whatever you are putting in the ground. Now they are exactly consuming it. After consumption of that things, what will happen? That will be eaten by the primary consumer. Primary consumers will be taken by the secondary consumers. Secondary consumers will be exactly going to the, correct now, primary to secondary, secondary to tertiary. Now those which are exactly in the secondary level will be collecting more poison because they are dependent on all the three. Yes, bottom to top, whatever content is taken, it will be taken by them better. So because of that, it is, the word is called as biological magnification. Understood not? So here the topmost layer are exactly collecting the more content from there. So I hope this class was very, very unidirectional. It is there. So I hope this class was very meaningful, helpful for everybody, children. Okay. I think I won't be able to go to Trikal Kundram because one important work here. So one way, because you are collecting the mineral, the most important thing is the most, Joshua, just I'll be taking online only. After some time again I'm going to start online class only, because I'm waiting for a very important person for my temple construction. That person is coming, so I'm waiting for that. So today online only I'm going to take. Now listen, after this I'll give a short break and again I'm going to start. Yeah, because of some problems only. Uh, that person I'm waiting and that person still not came. Past 1.5 hours I'm waiting for that. Yes, continuously class will be there. There will be no, see, one person has asked one question. I want to say, because the plant is taking the energy, the plant is distributing the energy from lower level to the higher level. It's the game of energy. And because the energy is exactly transferred from one tropic level to the another tropic level in one direction, so only it is called as unidirectional. Yes, beta. So only I'm just waiting. Once it is be received means I will be able to get the information. That only I'm waiting for. Quickly I'll start the class. Wait, I'll discuss with. Fine, beta. So soon I'm going to. Arul Moli ma'am is taking class. Okay, what time she is taking class? Test, I think she is conducting. Okay. Yeah, 4 o'clock she is conducting test now. So I will tell Arul to write questions for 12th also if 12th is going. So I'll tell them. Till then I'll try to go reach as fast as possible. If moment that person is coming, I have to put one signature only. Okay. Is working oppositely. Why? Nutrient is working oppositely. How it is unidirection, moving in one direction only, not opposite. Energy intake and distribution of energy to other organism. Because if you are gaining energy means you are using that energy for yourself also. It is not that you are waiting for some organisms to kill you and then take your energy. So when an organism is eating you, then only your 10% is going to that organism. Otherwise, most of the energy you are itself utilizing for your body function. Thank you so much for liking the class, and thank you so much for understanding the contents. Okay. So again, I'm going to start the class very shortly. I'm going to inform everyone. Fine, beta. Bye bye.